Dr. Kizza Besigye overwhelmingly beat Major General Mugisha Muntu by 718 to 289 votes to once again be the presidential flag bearer for the Forum for Democratic Change in next year's elections. Besigye's next hurdle is the Democratic Alliance, or TDA, where a clash of ideology about electoral reforms could feature prominently.
While the rest of the members are speaking another language, in the language of let's go ahead, let's have this fight for electoral reforms as a long-term project, not necessarily tied to 2016. Besigye is saying, no, this has to be tied to 2016. There's going to be a problem there, and I seem to see a kind of falling out happening.
We are very, very clear in TDA. Are we preparing for elections? Yes, absolutely. Are we continuing to fight for reforms? Yes, we are. It's very clear.
A loose alliance of opposition parties and civil society in November last year penned the Citizens' Compact on Free and Fair Elections that called for, among others, a new and independent electoral commission not appointed by the president, barring security forces from the elections, barring the president from appointing members of government commissions and corporations, and a repeal of the Public Order Management Act, among others. However, the NRM-dominated parliament set aside their proposals and added the word independent to the name of the Electoral Commission. Besigye could now find himself at odds with some contestants for parliament and lower councils within the TDA who would fancy their chances in the elections.
If TDA turns out to be unable to resolve serious differences, then that might be it. We may end up seeing as many presidential candidates as there are parties.
Now that he's a flag bearer, I think he's yet to outline what he thinks or what he believes can make him a stronger candidate than he had been before. And especially so that the reforms have not taken place which he believed would possibly make the situation better for him.
Besigye lost the past 3 elections consecutively. President Yoweri Museveni won in 2011 with 68% compared to Dr. Kizza Besigye's 26%. In 2006, Museveni got 59% of the votes against 37% for Besigye. In 2001, Museveni garnered 69% of the votes cast compared to 27% for Besigye. However, there are concerns that this could also play against him within the TDA. Veteran journalist Bernard Tabaire draws examples from Zambia, in which late President Michael Sata contested and lost twice to the incumbent in 2006 and 2008 before winning in 2011.
Things change, circumstances change. Now we have TDA, for example, if it sticks together and mounts a very vigorous campaign and they can defend the vote, who knows, things could change.
An opinion poll released in August by NTV shows that only 28% of the respondents said they would vote for Besigye as opposed to President Yoweri Museveni, who was at 57%.
He brings experience in running for president. That is number one, and running fairly competitively. So he also has a fair amount of popularity.
The Democratic Alliance has started issuing out forms for prospective presidential aspirants who want to contest under it. Dr. Besigye could find himself facing former Prime Minister John Patrick Amama Mbabazi to be the representative for the alliance. Tabaire thinks the choice will depend on TDA's calculations on what works best to capture power in next year's elections. Is it Mbabazi's inside knowledge of the NRM or Besigye's charisma?
He's the kind of person they need to defeat that system he's helped create. Then Amama Mbabazi becomes the man. Otherwise, then it is Besigye.
But Mbabazi still has to master the crowd-pulling antics of Besigye if he's to appear more appealing to lead the TDA. The proponents of the Democratic Alliance believe they've learned a lot from 2011, where differences in ideology and ego affected the inter-party coalition. But some people also believe in Besigye. They have a candidate who has charisma and experience in elections. Now there's a high possibility of seeing him in your ballot paper in next year's elections. Moses Akena, NTV, Kampala.